So today is 30th of January and welcome back to the prelims revision series, the 2-minute series for prelims 2025. Yesterday we discussed about privatization and disinvestment. Today let us learn about what is the rationale behind disinvestment and where does the proceeds of disinvestment go. Disinvestment, as we had already learned, that it is about reducing the overall stake of the government in a central public sector undertaking or enterprise. What is the rationale? Through disinvestment, government releases the large amount of public resources which are locked up into non-strategic PSUs. इससे जो स्ट्रेटजिक PSUs हैं वहाँ पे हम इस पैसे को डाल सकते हैं, स्ट्रेटजिक सेक्टर्स में डाल सकते हैं. ऑल्सो इट ट्रांसफर्स द कमर्शियल रिस्क टू प्राइवेट सेक्टर where private sector is willing to share the risk. So why the government should do all the business? Here the private sector involvement is increased through disinvestment. Reduction in public debt is ensured, enables public to have ownership or say in the management of some PSUs. So this is the rationale. Where does the proceeds of disinvestment go? Proceeds go into National Investment Fund. Very important. And this National Investment Fund is constituted under the Public Account of India. आपको पता होगा पब्लिक अकाउंट ऑफ इंडिया इज अंडर आर्टिकल 266 क्लॉज 2 and in the public account of India there is a head called National Investment Fund and all proceeds of disinvestment go there. Okay, the purpose of this National Investment Fund is to invest the proceeds into generating earning without depleting the corpus. Earning of this fund were to be used for central social welfare schemes. सब नेशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड के बारे में जानते हैं. 2005 के अंदर इसको कॉन्स्टिट्यूट किया गया था. जितने भी डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट के प्रोसीड्स आते हैं CPSEs के वो यहीं पे जाते हैं. दिस इज अंडर पब्लिक अकाउंट्स ऑफ इंडिया. ये इन्विसाज किया गया था कि 75% ऑफ द फंड विल बी यूज्ड इन सोशल सेक्टर स्कीम and 25% will be utilized for revival of PSUs. However, this norm was relaxed during the slowdown. Now, the proceeds of NIF can be used for a number of things. First is subscribing to the shares of CPSEs, preferential allotment of shares, recapitalization of the public sector bank and public sector insurance companies, investment by government in RRBs, NABARD, Exim Bank and IFCL, equity infusion in metro projects, investment in Nabikiya Vidyut Nigam and investment in Indian Railway towards capital expenditure. Now, very important fact, the role of advising the government on how to utilize the proceeds from disinvestment was earlier with DIPAM, that is Department of Investment and Public Asset Management, but this has now been given to Department of Economic Affairs. This is important for upcoming prelims.